Arya loses another friend, Jon breaks his vows, and Robb makes a difficult decision. But is it the right one? It's the midpoint of the season and betrayal lurks around every corner. No one is to be trusted. Heather here to talk about last night's Game of Thrones, so if you haven't seen Kissed by Fire yet, this is your official spoiler alert. The Starks were the main focus of this episode, starting with Arya, who I think I'm going to start calling the Lone Wolf because her friends keep abandoning her. Gendry decides to stay on with the Brotherhood when Arya is returned to her brother and mother at Riverrun. I can't say I blame him, but I also can't say that I believe that she will actually be returned to her brother. Nothing seems to work out according to plan for this poor girl. I mean, she wanted the Hound dead, and that didn't even work out for her. North of the Wall, the bastard Stark, Jon Snow, finds a nice escape from the cold. Ygritte decides it's time Jon proves he's really not a traitor by having cave sex with her. I expected him to struggle a little more with the idea of breaking his vows, but put a pair of boobies in front of him and all vows go out the window just like that. And in Riverrun, Robb has a difficult decision to make. Rickard Karstark, the leader of the Karstark clan, kills a couple of Lannister hostages without Robb's permission. Now Robb has to decide how to deal with the matter. Rather than listen to the wise words of his wife and mother, he makes the decision to kill Karstark and make an example out of him. Now he's lost half his army and he needs to replace them. The only person who can help him now is Walder Frey, but I doubt Frey is in a helpful mood after Robb completely broke his promise to marry one of his daughters. Things are not looking too good for Robb. Things also aren't looking too good for Robb's little sister Sansa, and just when we thought things might actually be looking up for her. Sansa is starting to think marriage to Loras Tyrell may be the best way to escape King's Landing and Joffrey's wrath, and she's probably right. But unfortunately, the Tyrells aren't the only ones who want to secure the North. Dun dun dun. Here comes Tywin Lannister with a plan to crush Sansa's spirit yet again. Tywin wants to marry Sansa off before the Tyrells get the chance. But to who? To Tyrion, of course. So if Tywin gets his way, which he always does, it looks like another Lannister wedding might be in the works before the big royal one. And just as Cersei begins to take pleasure in her brother's pain, dun dun dun, Tywin has a marriage proposal for her as well. Cersei is to marry Loras Tyrell. Cersei and Tyrion have more in common than they realize. And now for a quick summary of what's going on with the rest of our key players. Davos is locked up for treason, but Stannis' daughter Charisse doesn't care that Davos is a traitor because he's her friend, and so she sneaks down to the dungeon to keep him company and teach him to read. Lady Melisandre has brainwashed Stannis' wife into thinking it's okay for him to cheat on her, and she keeps dead babies in a jar. Ew. Jaime and Brienne are now guests or prisoners of Lord Bolton's, and Jaime's infection gets worse. The Unsullied choose Grey Worm as their leader, and Sir Barristan and Ser Jorah butt heads about what's best for Daenerys. So will Arya finally be reunited with her family? Will Walder Frey help Robb? Who will Sansa marry? What did you think of last night's episode? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you next week.